me. I hope you're well. I've got eggs. Yeah, well, as you probably know, if I can avoid going to the supermarket to buy something that I could buy direct, I do. Farm produce. Now, I'm really lucky where I am because there's a lot of people with chickens and they sell eggs. And then a lot of times it's just a box of eggs at the end of a drive with a little honesty box. You put your money in, you take your eggs. Now, you always assume the free range, don't you? Well, just recently, I had a bit of a disappointment because somewhere where I have been getting eggs, I noticed that they had some printing on them, which seemed odd. You know, if you've got your own chickens and you're just whipping the eggs away, sticking them in an honesty box, they shouldn't have any printing on. Well, these did. So I investigated a bit further and I found out what the printing meant. And the first three letters were 3 UK and then some serial numbers. Well, the 3 UK, the 3 stands for caged hens. So any eggs you buy from the supermarket, you'll have some markings on. You normally have a red lion, which say in the, you know, the of a standard you can eat, but then a number and then where they're made. 3 designates caged, which to me could mean battery. So I don't go for those normally, but it turns out that I have been eating them. So what I've done, I might also add, the place was getting them does have their own chickens and you see them roaming about. And I think what probably happens is they have the free range eggs, but when they're running low, so that the customers don't have to go without eggs, they grab some from somewhere else, they buy some from somewhere and stick them in their honesty box. But you know, you assume you're getting free range, so if you're not, it's not very good, that. So what I did, I decided to try out some other suppliers in the area. So I've been out and about today and I visited 4 different villages near me in the Ribble Valley. Longridge, Chipping, Clitheroe and Barrow, and I got some eggs from each. And in many of these, you can see all the chickens running about. So what's all the fuss about? There is a difference. And if you go to a supermarket now, you'll get loads of free range eggs. I had a brief look in Tesco just for research purposes, and if they had 15 different varieties of eggs, I could only actually see one that was from caged hens. And they had all sorts of varieties with blue shells, with white shells, everything. But you paid for the pleasure. You know, you're looking at, for anything other than just a bog standard free range egg, you were talking in excess of £3, so going up to like £4. Now these average from 130 to 150, depending which farm I bought them from. And then obviously discounts for bigger trays. But for £1.50 to be picking up fresh, free range, and you can't get much fresher. The chickens are busy laying them. And one particular supplier, you have to give them a bit of a wash because there's a lot of evidence of there being a chicken about. Well, not with these actually, they all came out quite nice, shiny and clean. So I'm going to try a few different things with them and see what we think and just compare them. I mean, I was going to get some crap ones to compare them against, but I didn't want to put my money into an industry I don't agree with, which is battery chickens. So I'm just going to look how nice these ones are. And between the 4, we'll have a little competition and see which little village wins the My Favourite Egg Award. And then I'll probably start using them from now on. I might also add, with these being not being regulated by whoever, you get some really odd shaped ones sometimes, and the colours differ because a farm might have different types of hens just wandering about together. I mean, you compare the colour of that one with that one. I mean, they're from the same farm, but 2 different breeds of chicken, you would assume. I might be wrong, maybe your chickens do random coloured eggs, but anyway. So there's going to be a few different egg things going on, and I'm not going to waste any of these. If you see me cracking eggs open to look at the various bits, I've got plans. I'm going to make meringue out of the egg whites, I'm going to make custard out of the yolks. If I've cooked any, if I boil any, I'm going to make some egg mayonnaise with what's left, because obviously I can't eat all these eggs today. I'll probably have some left over to take to work to see if a colleague or two wants some eggs. Right, okay, well, I'm going to get cracking. Well, first things first, are they fresh? Did you know if you put an egg in a glass of water, if it's gone off it'll float, if it's fresh it will sink? Something to do with when it starts to go off, gases and that are released inside it. So let's see how fresh these eggs are. This one is from Longridge. Straight to the bottom. This next one was from Clitheroe. So far so good. This one, I've marked them so I know where they're from. This one's from Chipping, because they all look a bit similar. Straight to the bottom, no problem. And the last one is from Barrow. Well, no surprise there, they're all absolutely fresh. So, let's have a look what's inside them then. I put a towel down because this could potentially get a bit messy. Now, when you crack a free range egg, one of the first things you're going to notice is how golden the yolk is. Sometimes for these supermarket eggs, the yolk's like a pale yellow. So I'm hoping these are nice and golden. So again, we'll go with this one first. See that? Two tubs there. Even look at that. And when you're frying them, when you put them in the pan, the yolk doesn't, you get a real dome on it, it doesn't just go, it's got real substance. This one's from Chipping. And the last one again from Barrow. Didn't want to break that one. Right, so you've got there, again, beautiful golden yolks. I'd say that was the, it's almost orange, can you see that? I'd say that's probably like the palest one from Barrow, but it's still far better than a tepid yellow you get from cage dens in the supermarket. These are going to be delicious. Right, okay, well as I say, I'm going to be doing a bit of baking with these later. I can see some custard and some meringue coming on. Anyway, the next is a taste. Stay with me. So, I suppose the true test is what they taste like, isn't it? So you can't beat, when it comes to eggs, good old fashioned chucky eggs. Eggs with soldiers, boiled eggs, egg in an egg cup, whatever you want to call them. Nice and hot. Ow, ow, ow. Hot, hot, hot. Right then. A little bit of salt. could do with a little bit longer maybe. But let's see how they are for the dipping. Longridge first. I didn't get as far down as he hoped then. Oh. Fantastic. I've not done this for ages. You can tell. Get in there. Again, not as far as the yolk. Oh, there we have it. Look at that. That's a Clitheroe one. That's the most golden of all the yolks, that one. Forgot for this one. Oh, what a waste. These are great. This is a very brown coloured one. They're all brilliant. Look at that. To me, this is eggs in the purest form. Fantastic. Right, well obviously I'm not going to eat 4 eggs. I'm going to put a couple of them aside. I might make some egg mayonnaise actually. They're cooked. Yeah, make egg mayonnaise out of them too. I've got a sandwich for my tea. As for these two, eggs, you can't beat them.